If you're meant to be a biker, there's nothing that can stop you. Riders have the need to be on the open road cruising through their bloodstream, and when they're out there, it's glorious. Though every motorcycle can give that rush, some can do it with a little more horsepower and a lot more style. Today, I'm going to show you the top 10 most expensive bikes in the world. Before the start of the video, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more content, subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. Number 10. DUCATI TESTA STRETTA NCR MACCHIA NERA Concept, $225,000. Motorcycles are priced for their technical performance, designs, frameworks, and outlook. Another way is to manufacture only a certain number of them, to make them limited edition. DUCATI MACCHIA NERA may not compete with the other big bikes in this list in terms of pure speed. Notwithstanding, MACCHIA NERA or Blockspot humorously suggests you could create a charred pavement behind while driving it, but titanium and carbon fiber materials to render it impressively lightweight at 297 pounds. Artistic contribution by visionary designer Aldo Drudi. Number 9. DUCATI DESMOSEDICI D16RR NCR M16, $232,500. NCR starts with a 72,500 DESMOSEDICI D16RR and reworks it to make it lighter and more powerful. The result, the 232,500 Road Missile NCR Melona 16. Where does the money go? Carbon fiber everywhere on the M16. Check. Including load-bearing parts such as the frame, swing arm, and wheels. The fuel tank, fairing, tail, and fenders are carbon too. Mechanical parts are either titanium right down to the bolts or avionic-grade aluminum. A stock 989cc V4 DUCATI motor sends around 175 horsepower to the back wheel. Number 8. ECOSSE FE TIXX Titanium Series, $300,000. Back in 2007, many thought a $300,000 price tag for a bike was insane, no matter if it sported the mostest in every detail that mattered. How times have changed, and in 10 years, $300,000 easily lost its #1 spot, instead going good only for an 8th place in the top 10 most expensive big bikes in the world. The FE-TIXX is powered by a 2,409cc billet aluminum engine transmitting 228 PS of power to the rear wheel. Carbon fiber has been used abundantly on the bike to keep the weight low. The saddle has been handcrafted by posh Italian leather virtuoso Berluti. Its grade 9 titanium exhaust pipes have a ceramic media shot peened finish on them. Number 7. Dodge Tomahawk V10 Superbike, $550,000. If you think the Dodge Tomahawk V10 Superbike suspiciously looks like a four-wheel Dodge squeezed on both sides, you won't be alone. This Tomahawk V10 Superbike is a strange beast indeed. And not just because it uses a 410 4-stroke Dodge Viper engine that could easily power up any chassis with more than 2 wheels attached to it, to give you the feeling of being dragged by a fleet of 500 supercharged ponies looking forward to storm the Bastille. Now talk about the soul of two-wheeled steeds. As introduced in 2003, the one-of-a-kind Tomahawk was operational and road-ready, but not fully road-tested. At the minimum, this Tomahawk is capable of reaching 60 miles per hour or 96.5 kilometers per hour in about 2.5 seconds, with a theoretical top speed of 400 miles per hour. Number 6. Harley-Davidson Cosmic Starship, $1.5 million. What used to occupy first place in many top 10 list of most expensive big bikes is now only good for its 6th position. However, it claims to have been sold at $3.5 million and is now up for sale at $12 million. Not a few people already consider most big bikes as a work of art in their own right, so making one that is a literal work of art is the next obvious step, right? Harley-Davidson appears to think so, and in their Cosmic Starship, they partnered with the famed rebel cosmic existentialist artist Jack Armstrong to apply yellow and red paint over a Harley V-Rod and originally sold it at a flat $1 million after much fanfare broadcast all over the world. Number 5. BMS NEHMESIS, $3 million. The first thing you would notice about the BMS Nemesis is the yellow glitter in absence of sight stand, making it look like it's lying flat on its underbelly like a marooned whale. Would it even run, you asked yourself? In fact, it would, fully functional. It incorporates an air ride system that, along with single-sided swing-arm rear suspension, can lift the motorcycle 10 inches or lower it right to the ground. Number 4. Hildebrand and Wolfmuller, $3.5 million. History is expensive, and at $3.5 million, your purchase would send you back 124 years ago to 1894 when this first production motorcycle appeared on the scene. Heinrich and Wilhelm Hildebrand were steam engine engineers before they teamed up with Alois Wolfmuller to produce their internal combustion motorrad in Munich in 1894. This momentous event started sending the flesh and blood steeds out of fashion, reinventing themselves as emblem of the refined gentry, while the special breed of men simply moved on and transferred their affections to the two-wheeled metallic petrol-guzzling steeds that took over the roads. Number 3. ECOSSE ES1 Spirit, $3.6 million. First, there is no chassis framework to speak of. Swing arm and rear suspension attached to the gearbox and front suspension to the engine. The much-touted 265-pound speck of a weight comes from eliminating the extra pounds associated with transmitting front-wheel forces up a slender fork through a steering head, then back down to the rest of the machine. The front suspension consists of twin A-arms projecting forward, their apices defining a steer axis and carrying an upright from which projects the front-wheel spindle. The lower A-arm is in effect a single-sided swing arm. Number 2. 1949 E90 AJS Porcupine, $7 million. AJS could only manage to produce 4 Porcupine units in 1949. As it turned out, one of these under the very able hands of Les Graham won the 1949 World Championship. An open-frame, aluminum alloy 500cc, DOHC twin engines with horizontal cylinders and heads give the Porcupine a low center of gravity. It uses what's called jam pot shocks and telehydraulic race forks. The design and manufacturing decisions made by AJS, first through the original owners and then through the succeeding ones, read like a virtual and veritable source of what-to-do ideas for any aspiring bike professional. Number 1. Neiman Marcus Limited Edition Fighter, $11 million. Whoever saw it coming that Neiman Marcus Limited Edition Fighter would later claim pole position at any top 10 list of big bikes is probably a seer of the highest order, especially when one considers how it began the market at a humble $110,000. And mind you, Neiman Marcus is a name you would rightly connect with department store rather than a superbike. The unique clockwork design, however, seems to have taken care of all that. The bike's eye-catching chassis, carved from a single piece of metal, proved to be an extreme hit with enthusiasts. As it turned out, even Apple just used the same approach for its new laptop case at the time. Many design experts agreed. This is styling at its best. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications to see more of our future videos. With that said, keep enjoying our videos, and I'll see you in the next video.